In Wheel Time. Just ahead, we review our featured car of the week, the 2021 Lincoln Corsair. We got your weekly cruise-in calendar. Conrad has This Week in Auto History. We got the stories making automotive news headlines, and we have, from Painthouse, Randy Borcherding. All that and more just ahead on today's In Wheel Time Car Show. Howdy, along with Mike Out of This World Mars, King Conrad DeLong, we need more Jeff Zekin.
And he's still in the corner.
I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us on this Saturday. Thanks so much. We really appreciate it. And how's everybody been? It's hot.
It's hot and sticky.
Yeah. So it's hot in these parts. If you're watching around the globe, just know that the Houston, Texas area is in sweltering summer heat.
There's a song, Hot Child in the City.
Yeah, you could sweat.
Yeah, Nick Gilder.
Yeah.
Be sure and watch that video from 1980, whatever it was.
Yep.
You'd never get away with that today. I can promise you that. Have you ever seen that video?
Now you're going to make me go look at it.
Yeah,
me too.
Let me just tell you, it is rated R.
Oh, is it? Well,
yeah, because it's like some 13-year-old girl wearing a thong and hose, and it's like, oh, my God. I'd never seen the thing before. And then a friend of mine was telling me that he sent email out to several people yesterday, important people, and, making fun of the fact that here we are, a hot child in the city by Nick Gilder. And he was thinking of a concert that Nick Gilder did back in the day.
Yeah.
Had nothing to do with the video for MTV. Well,
I'm sorry.
if you go and look at the MTV video, you're going, oh my God, it's child porn.
Oh my.
It really is.
But you're joining us for an automotive show.
Exactly.
So we'll get back to the topic here.
No, you're probably more interested now. My God, it's an auto show, and they're talking about child porn. Sorry. Well, speaking of porn, here now, from Painthouse is Randy Borcherding.
Car porn.
And he's outside in the heat.
Yeah, he's outside in the heat. Randy Borcherding. I mean, what an intro. I couldn't have written it any better. What do you think?
I think we'll call this hot old guy in the county.
That's it.
There you go.
How the heck have you been, sir?
Hey, howdy, fellas. I'm good. Doing great.
Well, good.
Thanks for inviting me again.
Yeah, you bet. So we really interested in what you've got in the shop. Because
we're not really interested in you.
We don't really care about you. We want to know what you're working on.
That's
because
all right.
Randy Borcherding owns a company called Painthouse, and there are paint shops around the United States that call Randy and say, make us a special color.
Yep.
And so Randy manages to make the most stunning colors for cars, exclusive colors that you've never seen before, and you go, wow, that really looks great.
And Randy's a multi-time finalist in SEMA Battle of the Builders.
Yep.
Actually, was it 19? It was 19 you won Best Truck, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And then last year you finaled with the Ranchero, which was kind of weird the way you did it. So
yeah, it was a weird year, but they still managed to pull off the show, and we're honored to be a part of it.
Oh, absolutely. Well, it says a lot for the quality of work you do in my opinion, kind of a backyard shop.
It is. I'll prove that to you right now.
I saw you.
So that's what's in front of you, yeah.
Yeah, that's where we live. And the shop
is in the backyard.
You don't really have
there's my old Jeep J10 that I love.
And you really don't have too bad a commute, do you?
No, but I'm still the latest guy to work.
Yeah, but you're the boss. That's allowed.
Yeah, so you're never really
I'm also
late.
the latest guy to leave work.
Yeah, well, that's probably true.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. I saw your video you posted on social media.
I think I've lost you. I hope not.
No, you have not. If you can
I don't know if y'all can hear me or not.
Yes, we can.
We can
see anything from you guys.
Tell him you can hear him. Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. Are we back?
Yeah.
Yes.
I got you now.
We never lost you, so you're there.
All right, good. Good thing I didn't cuss.
Anyway, what is that thing there on the right-hand side that you just showed us? Is that a Vette?
This is called a Corvette.
Ah.
Is that the one you?
They've made them since 1953.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It has what looks like a 409 engine in it, but it's actually an LS engine.
Oh, how cool. So they put a 409 valve cover on it, huh?
409 valve covers, a twin throttle body intake. It's Holly fuel injected, 5-speed trans. It's going to be a neat ride. We've made some 17-inch turbine styled wheels that are, the center caps aren't on them yet. The spinners aren't on them yet, but some sort of like a retro driver. Be a nice one. So
those are knockoffs of the knockoffs, huh?
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Nice.
And this was what you had posted the drive of on social media yesterday or the day before about, hey,
yes,
it's the first time out driving it, and who knows what's going to happen.
Exactly. You know, it's kind of a scary but exciting time on the first test drive.
So, did you paint the entire car, or what? I mean, what stage is it in now?
We did paint it. This is not what I would call one of our high-end show cars. It's just a really nice driver.
Yeah, yeah.
We found it up in Wisconsin. Just kind of fixed a few known issues and painted it and just made it better. We did not back up to bare fiberglass.
So this is yours?
No, it's customers.
Oh, okay, okay.
So is this a pearl white?
No, just a nice creamy, solid vintage white.
That looks cool.
Yeah, very nice.
So, and it'll ultimately get a very dark, I'll call it espresso brown interior.
Very
with
nice.
A matching top. So the creamy white and the brown, I think, will go well together.
Oh yeah, very much so.
It's got a set of temporary back wheels on it. That's why they don't match. It's not a new style.
Well, I'm always a fan of the side pipes. You gonna leave the side pipes on it?
We are. We wrapped them with the heat shield lava tape, but we'll put the covers on them. But yeah, that stuff really works. Keeps the heat off your leg.
Yeah, I always thought that was a cool look. And the fact that Chevrolet did it for production was always pretty cool. And then Viper kind of copied it later.
Yeah, and it's the sound. You can't beat that.
And so when do you plan on having this thing ready to go?
Probably August or so, by the time it gets out of the upholstery shop and is being driven on the street, which is the goal for this one, just to have fun in it.
Now, is this going to go to Tennessee to the upholstery shop? Because I know you have a relationship with it.
Yep, we have one in there now that is our next Battle of the Builders candidate. So this project will end up in Paul Atkins' shop. He's in Alabama, and he's a well-known, one of the best in the industry, basically. And we've used him many times, and he's got a good reputation with these vets. So he's going to take this one on for us and knock it out pretty quick, I think. And
so you're going to have this thing trucked over there?
I'll take it.
Of course you will.
He's not going to drive it.
Oh, I see. So you're gonna take it in the hauler.
Yeah, exactly.
And will
Put it in the trailer?
Yeah, and
drop it off.
Will you stay? Oh, you're going to drop it off, and then you come back.
Well, he's going to pick one up.
I was going to say he's probably.
I'm trying to understand the logistics of it. Shut up. I'm trying to find.
Here's the logistics on this trip. We will take it on the way to the big Columbus Good Guys show in Ohio, and we'll drop it off. The owner of the car, my friend and customer, will have his trailer with another car that we're taking to Columbus. So it'll be a drop off this one and move on and up into Ohio to go to the car show.
A little switch.
So what are you bringing to Good Guys?
He's got a really cool, the Ranchero from this last year's Battle of the Builders, as well as he's got a really neat 57 Chevy. It's got the, I'm going blank here, the 2 4-barrel motor in it.
Oh, wow.
What was that one? I can't remember the designation for that car, but just a 150 three-speed tranny, the small block Chevy with 2 4-barrels. Beautiful little car, fun drivers. We're going to take it.
Cool. Oh, how cool.
And the Ranchero as well.
Wow, the Ranchero's a beautiful ride. So you said you also have another one in the shop that's the plan for 2021 Battle of the Builders?
That one's at the upholstery shop.
Is that the red vet?
That is a blue 67 Firebird convertible.
Oh, what motor's in it?
LS3, but it's kind of decked out to look like it has an old school 4-barrel and an air cleaner on it, that kind of stuff. So it's a little more vintage, but very, very pro touring in other ways. Full chassis, custom wheels, nice custom interior, that kind of stuff.
Well, with the engine that you've got in the Firebird and then going back to the engine that you have in the White Vet, it's amazing how putting the modern technology in these vehicles with the LS motors, that there are people who build components for it to make it look retro from back in the 50s and 60s, with like
exactly.
And I think that's pretty cool because people pop the hood and they kind of hesitate for a second on what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen LS motors dressed out like Ford small blocks with a distributor
Up front?
Yeah, it's all fake, but it looks right.
Yeah. It's kind of like your 2.4s there on the Corvette.
What's the frame for?
This chassis is an Art Morrison chassis. It is the first one they've come up with for a C3 Corvette, so the 68 to 82 era. We have the first one, so we've got a project you'll see here in a moment that it's going in.
Okay.
It'll be a 69 Corvette is what it is. LS3, going to do kind of the wide body fender flare kit like the old IMSA racers back
like
in
the John
70s.
Greenwood, the John Greenwood stuff.
Those are cool.
Yeah, kind of a retro race car look to it with side pipes, the whole deal.
So
but
Randy,
this is their chassis, independent rear suspension. It's very well thought out.
So you got that as an assembly, right?
Correct. What you see is how we receive it, except for the wheels we have on it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now you're going to put the body on it and do all the attachment and then put the motor and everything in it, right?
Correct. We will take it from this to basically
rolling chassis.
A running driving vehicle.
Yeah, I just want to make sure everybody understood. You're much more than just a paint shop. There's a lot more involved
Correct.
here than paint.
We do everything except the sewing of the upholstery.
Is that going to be your next addition onto the shop?
I've tried. If I could get a guy in my shop that did what we need, I would happily make room for him or her.
High expectations.
But it's just they're not easy to find.
And
doing them, and the ones that are good are busy, like everybody else.
Sure.
And that's true craftsmanship to do that kind of interior work.
Oh, it is. It's an art form unto itself.
Okay, so
I've watched our upholstery guy, how he gets to the finished product and the steps he goes through. I would have never imagined that's how you did it.
Yeah, because you kind of do it inside out.
Yeah, you have to sort of think backwards. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So we keep looking at the frame. We're looking at the Mustang, and we're looking at, I guess that's a 55. But you got one
55.
over there that's under plastic too.
It looks like you got an old Mopar.
Yeah, it's a 68 Roadrunner. It's under plastic for a reason because we may or may not take it to a special show. So I can't show you too much about it.
Okay.
But it's coming along. It's been a long-term, slowly moving project like a lot of these are.
Okay.
How long do a lot of these projects, now knowing that you probably got 7 or 8 at any given time, what's the average time one of them spends start to finish with you guys?
2 years, probably.
well,
if you're able to keep a pretty consistent momentum going, both financially and with work, about a year and a half to 2 years.
Yeah, we guessed a year and a half, generally speaking. Yeah.
But some of them go way beyond that. It's just based on circumstances and economies and
the level
situations in the customer's life.
And the level of work that you're doing to it as well.
Yeah, none of this happens quickly, and none of it rarely gets done the first time. You typically have to do it and take it apart and do it again. And these cars are put together and taken apart and put back together, a dozen times or more during the process.
So when we watch these reality shows where they do it in like a 1 hour show, that's all lots of videotape and lots of pasting together, huh?
So don't they also have like night crews that come in?
Oh, they've got 70, 80 people working on them.
Yeah, I would say there's a healthy dose of editing in that.
There is, I can promise you.
In the booth here, you'll see something you don't see very often anymore. A small block Chevy.
Oh, a real small block Chevy.
That's about to get painted. Yeah.
And what's that going in?
It is going in a customer's got a 72 C10 truck.
Okay.
Very low mile, like it had 12,000 miles on it, but the engine just had a flat camshaft, and
Welcome to
they
Chevrolet.
decided to have it rebuilt. Yeah, right.
Is it you're gonna paint it Chevy orange?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. No chrome, all original look to it. Here's an El Camino that we're working on right now.
65, yeah.
So I'm seeing
Yes, sir.
I'm seeing all these vehicles, they're all beautiful craftsmanship. Where are the people? Is your team working today?
Not today. Not today.
Oh, got you
I'm
an
the team.
LSA.
Today,
Gotcha.
today I'm the team. Every other day, Monday through Friday, they're here.
LSA
So
or
this one
LSA or LS9?
LT4.
Oh, the new. Oh, wow. And that comes
now
from.
they've got the 5, but this is the 4.
And that comes from Chevrolet as a crate motor.
Correct. The LT4 and then an 8-speed automatic. Now you can even build these things with the 10 speeds. When we ordered all this, the 10 speed was still a little unknown. So the 8 speeds, that's plenty.
Oh yeah, no kidding. How beautiful is
So
that?
Well, I understand that the tunnel work for the transmission has become major because the transmissions have grown in large proportions.
Huge.
Yeah, the tunnel here is made to be much taller and wider just because of that. The transmissions are so much more, I guess, rectangular versus triangular shaped if you were to look at them from the side.
Do you have to do any firewall work in those to get that engine to fit?
In this case, we did a little bit. You can see some of the modifications there. A lot of it's just for aesthetics.
Right.
This engine probably would have worked with a factory firewall. We just wanted it to look a little nicer.
Right. Well, it's pushed up right against the facade there.
It is full.
Yeah, by the time you get all the wiring back there, which isn't in there yet, it'll get pretty crowded back there.
You still got enough room for the steering column?
Oh, yeah. It's going to, there's the steering joints.
I see. Yeah.
And
Okay, that's not too bad at
column
all.
comes out right there.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's all we've mocked all that up already.
Got you.
And then you're going to go with, I'm assuming, the Willwood Hydro Boost brakes?
Not sure what we're doing. There will be power. Whether we're going to do Hydro Boost or Vacuum Boost, I'm not sure yet.
Okay. Yeah, I was just kind of looking at space in there. I know
it's a little tight for a booster right there.
Well, that's going to
So
be
we'll see.
That'll be a fun car to drive with that much power and no weight over the rear tires.
How much power does it have?
These out of the box are 640, I believe.
Oh.
And this is another one that's on a Morrison chassis. So it's going to handle like a dream and have more power than you know what to do with and still get 20 miles a gallon if you keep your foot out of it.
Don't try this at home.
You know, what scares me is the fact that it probably doesn't have traction control. Your right foot and the brake is the traction control.
That's it.
Oh, my God. That's a little scary for me.
Takes a driver to drive this.
Yeah.
It's not
I think you'd call it, a drive-by PF Flyer?
Pretty much.
Hey, let me ask a question about something that used to be in your yard, and you were actually quite proud of it one time I came to visit. What happened to the low-mileage Vega station wagon?
What?
That I sold to a gentleman in Denver who loved that thing and made enough money on it to go buy that Jeep truck you saw out front.
How cool is that? Yeah, he had a. I went over there for something, I can't remember what, and Randy was showing me this Vega he had found, super low mileage, woody wagon.
Yeah, it had the wood on the side
the
of
vinyl
it.
wood grain on the side of it. It was pretty cool.
The original awful engine?
Oh yeah, it was all original, wasn't it?
Aluminium.
Oh, it was, yes. I think it still had GM air in the tires.
GM Air.
So
Lord.
what's the plan on the, I'm assuming 66, 65?
66.
This one, we built this thing, 10 or 12 years ago. It's in for some computer tuning.
Okay.
The original computer had an issue, so we've upgraded it to a more state-of-the-art ECM system. and we're just in the process of getting it back up and running. This is a, I don't know, 12-year-old project now. It's got the 2004 Cobra engine, Terminator engine, and golly, this thing has way more engine than tire. I can tell you that much.
Oh yeah, and no weight. That body style was super light with that kind of power in it.
Yeah, yeah. One of the subtle things we did on it was split the front bumper.
Nice.
Yeah.
Didn't even notice that.
Kind of like on the Vets, but to make room for the intercooler. So that open area there is right where the intercooler gets all its air.
And when the car is at a show, probably only the true Mustang aficionados pick that up.
Yeah, it's very subtle, and we used the factory bumper to do it. So from the side, you almost don't know.
And you have the one and only split bumper Mustang. Makes all the mullet heads jealous, huh?
Exactly. There you go.
Randy, it's great for the tour. We thank you so much for taking the time out of your Saturday to join us.
Thank you.
Yeah, we love coming to the shop with you. So pardon us if we elbow our way in again soon.
Wipe your feet.
Anytime, fellas.
Well, again, thanks. Tell Jen we said hello, and we will talk to you soon.
All right, guys.
Take
care.
All right.
Thanks.
Randy Borcherding with a company called Painthouse up on the northwest side of town.
Unbelievable quality of work.
For any car guy would just love to just stand around and watch and absorb it all and just be one with the shop there.
I've been there and done that. and he's so gracious because he'll kind of walk you through everything. He's got not just his paint booth, he's got his paint room where he does all of his mixing and stuff. And
his laboratory.
And then all of these little model car shells that they do the
Spray
test
outs.
painting and the spray out on. It's a heck of a visit.
Were you the one that introduced me to Randy? I think you were, weren't you?
It was back in the Corvair.
No, not you.
Yeah,
you.
I know he's talking to you.
You?
I'm trying to remember.
Was it me? No, it was you.
No, I don't remember that.
And then he introduced me to Sweet Rides.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's tearing the who's doing the work.
Yeah.
I'm tearing up right now.
Oh, I tear up every time I go there. The quality of his work is pretty awesome.
All right, moving right along. Time now for the Cruise In calendar. We've got a big event that we're doing tomorrow. And let me kind of interrupt here before we get started and tell everybody that tomorrow, on Sunday, we're going to do a special broadcast that'll be on our live broadcast channels, inwheeltime.com, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So we're going to carry that live. But we're also going to record it for a future show on a Saturday when we all want to take a Saturday off. So we'll be able to do it. But it is a first annual Cruise In Car Show Extravaganza at Bayway Chevrolet, with the proceeds of this judged car show going to Wheelchairs for Warriors. So it's going to be a great event, and they've got a ton of sponsors. They're going to have a bunch of food trucks out there. Bayway Chevrolet is in Pearland on 518, which is their main street. And we encourage you to stop by. We're going to be broadcasting there from 2 to 5. The show is 2 to 6, and it's really going to be something. I predict that it's going to be jam-packed. There's going to be cars lined up trying to get in to this particular
show. It's going to be a great weekend for it, too.
Yeah.
It's going to be sunny. We're not going to see any rain, and people are going to want to get out after the last 3 weeks of rain.
How about the past year and a half of COVID poisoning?
So wouldn't that be the inaugural event rather than the first annual?
Well, they call it the first annual, so we'll just, whatever you want to call it.
So we'll let you talk to them about that.
I will do that.
We'll leave it the way they called it.
Okay.
So what else is going on?
Well,
next weekend.
Next weekend is going to be a charity car show benefiting local baseball teams at 5118 Telephone Road, and that's going to be 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then on the 19th as well, Buster's Ice Cream is going to have their third car show.
You know, you just kind of went right through the weekend.
Didn't take
and
a
I
hint.
got it
Well, you
all
told me
set
next
up.
weekend.
I set it all up for you because next weekend is Tailpipes and Tacos.
Yeah, that's
Tailpipes. I was getting there.
Okay.
You're going to finish with that.
I was going to finish with
That was going to be his big finish.
I see.
That's okay. And we will be broadcasting live from Tailpipes and Tacos from 8 to 11. Be there and enjoy that. That also is a fundraiser for Shirley's Kids. Loopy Tortillas will be out at the Katy location off of Kingsland, not the Katy location off of I-10.
Correct.
The Katy, Texas location.
Just a clarification. You'd had to been there to see
Katy won't
Don
be there.
get in trouble for that.
Katy won't be there.
And then also next Saturday, for those up in the Tomball area, there's at the Chick-fil-A, they're going to have a meet at the Chick-fil-A on 2920. Pictures with race cars, and that's going to be 11 to 2. And then on July the 25th, Houston Cars and Cocktails at Little Woodrow's on 249 in Tomball. And then Nifty 50s is tonight at Grogan's Mill. Kima Car Meet is tonight in Kima at 6 p.m. And then I'm getting the wave the finger. So that's what we have coming up this weekend and next weekend in Houston, Texas. Be there.
He wasn't getting the finger. He was getting the wrap it up stage.
He's getting the fist.
Time now for this hour's car review. Thank you. Time now for this hour's car review. Had a chance to drive the 2021 Lincoln Corsair. You're as red as your shirt.
You did.
I did. Lincoln Corsair. And the trim levels available for the Corsair are Corsair, Reserve, and Grand Touring. I had the all-wheel drive Reserve. This is a small SUV. In translation, it is a Ford Escape, is what it really is.
Wow.
Oh, so it is
5 passengers, all new in 2020. Exterior features, that Lincoln grille. Gorgeous, love it. It has saved the brand, I think.
High end.
Yeah. You never guessed this is a Ford Escape underneath. Sharp-looking rear hatch with slim lighting all around. Several wheel options, all of them good-looking. What I liked about it, the sophisticated luxury look of the overall presentation. What could use improvement? I don't know. I like it the way that it is. Interior highlights, more luxury bling than Cadillac.
What?
Wide and long sunroof. Tilted center climate control panel tilts out at the bottom. Really is good looking. Sexy integrated door panels, lighting, and speakers. This is high end all the way. Cargo room is adequate for this small SUV. What I liked about it, a balance of the interior that's quiet and cozy. 2-liter, 250 horsepower. With 280 pound-feet of torque through an 8-speed automatic transmission. You think, well, that's not enough horsepower. Yeah, it is. With the 8-speed, it's just fine. Gets 21 miles per gallon city, 28 highway for a combined of 24 miles per gallon. I got 25 over 196 miles. What I liked about it, it's a nice match of power and fuel economy. What could use improvement? Nothing, because a hybrid is coming out any time now, as a matter of fact. So that'll get even better gas mileage. Ride and handling, smooth, luxury Lincoln-style ride. It's all about the class, baby. What could use improvement? Nothing other than perhaps maybe an air suspension option. But remember, this is kind of like their entry level. Then you start adding things like that, and it really bumps the price up, and it gets it kind of out.
But in the Lincoln world, it's not the Stripper. The Stripper would be the Ford version of it. Ding. Thank you.
Stripper is the word of the day, if you hadn't figured that out yet. I'm a little slow on the uptake. Base trim price $45,090. Price as tested $57,735. Base model price $39,140. Competitors: BMW X3 for $48,885, the Mercedes-Benz GLC for $47,910, and the Cadillac XT4 starts at $42,295.
There you go.
And that is the in-wheel time review of the new Lincoln Corsair.
Good looking.
Encourage you to take a look at it.
SUV.
Okay, the In Wheel Time Car Show, reminder, streams on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and InWheelTime.com. Podcasts available at your favorite podcast source. In Wheel Time Car Show continues right after this quick break. When you're ready to shop Chevrolet, we know one that should be at the top of your list. Bayway. Locally owned by Houston-born and raised Daryl Wisniewski, Bayway brings a sense of family to your Chevrolet buying experience. When you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, you now have a place to go. General Manager Lincoln Stahl guarantees Bayway will beat any competitor's written price on the new vehicle you choose or pay you $1,000. Bayway Chevrolet is located only 8 minutes from the Beltway and Highway 288. Whether it's online or in person, you'll be welcome like one of the family. BaywayChevrolet.com. Tailpipes and Tacos expands again. Now you'll be able to participate at 3 Loopy Tortilla locations. Tailpipes and Tacos is Houston's premier Saturday morning cruise-in, featuring made-to-order breakfast tacos, fresh coffee, and good times. Mark your calendar for Saturday, June 19th for Tailpipes and Tacos, now at 3 Loopy Tortilla locations. Highway 249 in Tomball, West U on 59 near Kirby, and in Katy on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard. At Tailpipes and Tacos, you'll see collector cars, hot rods, customs, magnificent originals, and resto mods. Cars from all over Southeast Texas cruise in and show off in a friends and family event at 3 Loopy Tortilla Mexican restaurants in Katy, Tomball, and West U. Drag racer car enthusiast and Loopy founder Stan Holt brings you Houston's hottest cruise-in, Tailpipes and Tacos, Saturday, June 19th, 8 to 11 a.m. The In Wheel Time Car Show will be broadcasting from the Katy location. Tailpipes and Tacos, Saturday morning, June 19th, 8 to 11 a.m., now at 3 locations, Tomball, Katy, and West U. Weather permitting. You see all the new ceramic car wash cleaners on TV now, but John Gray at Gulf Coast Auto Shield has been using ceramic coatings on Houston's most expensive cars for years, and he'll tell you that nothing beats the real thing. Gulf Coast Auto Shield installs a coating over your paint that actually comes with a warranty. If you just picked up your Lambo, your Aston Martin, Porsche, Ferrari, any other exotic car, chances are your car will have company that have already found Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Now, you don't have to own an exotic. Maybe you got a truck, an SUV, or even an older vehicle that needs a little love. Well, let John Gray give it a look and give you an estimate on refurbishing that paint and making your vehicle look new again. How about getting a gift certificate for the wife's birthday or anniversary from Gulf Coast Auto Shield and tell her, honey, I know you love your car, so why don't we get it looking new again? It'll be the best gift ever, one that she'll never forget. Get hold of John Gray at gcautoshield.com or give him a call, 832-264-0670. Gulf Coast Auto Shield.